Which sport has the worst instant replay system? An investigation. Sports. Technology, but there are striations of sucking. Variances in *. This method is definitely not foolproof. Is anything good about MLB Instant Replay? Yes. I mean, it's what's bad about it? How do we have a system that can review whether a ball is foul or fair, but not whether it's a ball or a strike? I feel like that's to decide on a call. Is anything good about NASCAR Instant Replay? Yes. I mean, it's what's bad about it? Not much, honestly. I used to writers. Is anything good about NFL Instant Replay? More calls are being made correctly now, which goes for any of this stuff. The whole challenge, what's bad about it? They still get stuff wrong all the time. Also, there are and who could forget? Is there anything good about the Hawkeye system in tennis? Tennis is definitely better off for using the Hawkeye technology. More close call, what's bad about it? There's a margin of error. Now, is there anything good about Rugby League's video ref? There are a few great elements to the video ref system in Rugby League. Firstly, what's bad about it? There have been human error issues in the past. These range from is there anything good about Rugby Union system? Similar to the NFL, Rugby Union adopted a system which uses TV cameras to replay angles at referee request. There is no way for what's bad about it. There have been numerous times in the past fans have believed a moment needed a second look, but the lead referee chose not to send the moment to the booth for another look. Is there anything good about the Hawkeye, Snicko, and Hotspot systems? Perhaps no sport was in need of technology more than cricket. There are so many what's bad about it? I am never one to clutch pearls about the history of the game impacting its future, but there are definitely times it feels like moving to a lengthened decision by video evidence only makes a long game feel even longer, and some of the drama and romanticism is removed by every call being double and triple checked. Is there anything good about the instant replay system in NCAA basketball? It's admirable that people want the sport to be as correct as possible. What's bad about it? Every single call is getting stopped and overanalyzed. I know it's important. This is really an identical case of the NCAA's benefit and problem to the game. It's being used to. This earns a higher USQ, largely because more people are complaining about what instant replay has done to the NBA than they have in NCAA basketball. I had to put a massive writer's tilt on this one, because the vast majority of complaining about replay in PBR came from people complaining about events being re-aired in the middle of the night. Is there anything good about instant replay in PBR? Anyone can issue a challenge and have a call reviewed, and more often than not they get it right. Also, is there anything good about instant replay in the NHL? It's nice to have borderline goals checked. What's wrong with it? Fans absolutely hate it. Everything from there was this moment from 2015 in which it took over 10 minutes to resolve a challenge. Who is a fan of this? Golf might not have a traditional instant replay system, but it belongs on this list. Do you know the process? Golf has made instant replay an internet message board of people whining, except it's binding. Imagine an NFL. VAR sucks. You can tell how. I know that the stakes are high and getting calls correct are important but when it means a team gets kicked out of the World Cup because of VAR, then it's gone too far. VAR awards another penalty retake and Argentina tie the game to end Scotland's campaign. Nobody likes VAR. VAR can die in a fire.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.